By direction of the President, I, Colonel Zachary Taylor, call this court-martial to order. Judge Advocate, charge the accused.
Second Lieutenant Lance Caldwell, will you please rise? Second Lieutenant Caldwell, you are charged under the Articles of War with direct disobedience of orders, deliberate insubordination, and murder.
You've heard the charges, Mr. Caldwell. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Isn't there anything you wish to say in your own behalf?
Yes, sir. But I request the court to let me tell it in my own way, just as it happened.
Request granted. But you must be warned that what you say may be used against you. You're entitled to a fair and impartial trial by this court. But should it find you guilty, the punishment made mandatory by law is death. You understand?
I do.
Very well, then. Proceed to the witness chair and tell your story.
I'll try to tell you everything just the way it happened. After that first day I rode into the Florida Territory. I was circling the Everglades about 10 miles from Port King. It was one of those beautiful Florida mornings, and it was good to be going home. My new commission, second lieutenant in the United States Dragoons, made me feel pretty important. The 4 long years at the academy already seemed a long time ago.
Seminoles?
Yep. Lately, them Indians sure been raiding this territory, stealing food and supplies.
I tangled with one of them up the road, probably a scout for this raiding party. I don't understand it. The Seminoles aren't warlike.
That's how the military figured till they stole some army horses.
Seminoles on the warpath. It's hard to believe.
Been going on for the past 3 months. About time you army boys find out what it's all about.
I'll find out. They got the answer at Fort King.
Who goes there?
Lieutenant Lance Caldwell, assigned to the post.
Welcome to Fort King, sir.
Thank you, Corporal.
I'll take your horse, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I'm Lieutenant Caldwell. Oh, Lieutenant, the Major's expecting you. Lieutenant Caldwell, sir, reporting for duty as directed.
Mr. Caldwell, are you aware of your appearance?
Well, I'm just off the road, sir, when there was a skirmish not far
Run
from
a
here.
smart post, Mr. Caldwell. From clean saddle equipment to spick and span officers. Kindly report back when you're in proper uniform. That's all, Mr. Caldwell. You're dismissed.
Come in. Second Lieutenant Caldwell, sir.
Welcome to Fort King, Mr. Caldwell. Please sit down. Please, sir. You said something about a skirmish.
Yes, sir. I was attacked by a Seminole. I believe he was a lookout for some raiding party.
Uh-huh. Did you bring him in?
No, sir. He managed to escape.
Well, then that's hardly a skirmish, is it, Lieutenant?
These Seminoles, Major, they were always a peaceful tribe. I've never known them to be like this before.
You were sent to me because you've known them before, known the territory. But times have changed, sir. Come here. The South, Lieutenant, ready to be plowed and planted, ready to become the agricultural heart of our country, except for certain obstacles. The Cherokees here, the Choctaws here, and the Seminoles here. These Indians live on most of the good land that's going to waste because the savages don't know its value. So the government has decided to send them west into reservations, plenty of food, plenty of water, and a chance to learn what to do with the land. Now, most of the tribes were happy to go, except for a few renegade bands, but not the Seminoles. Only the Seminoles defy my orders.
Why, sir?
Because they have a leader. A powerful leader named Osceola. He believes he owns this land, and he's willing to fight for it.
The Seminoles live in the swamps, sir. That's land no white man can use.
I'm a soldier, not a politician. And just remember, you're a soldier too, Mr. Caldwell. Fresh new second lieutenant. Orders, Mr. Second Lieutenant. My orders are to flush them out and drive them west. And just as soon as my garrison is up to strength, that's precisely what I propose to do.
But I know their language, sir. Their customs. Perhaps if I talk to this Osceola.
Mr. Caldwell, get this straight. The talking days are over. They've had their chance to go peacefully. Just one bit of information that may be of use to you during your stay with me here at Fort King. At the academy, Mr. Caldwell, I was the #1 man in my class. #1, mind you. I learned the books well, Mr. Caldwell. I live by the books. I fight by the books. I run this command by the books. You were sent to me for scouting duty. That's your job. I'll assign you to patrolling action until I'm ready to move against Osceola. Good day, sir.
Yes, sir. With the Major's consent, I'd like to request permission to leave the post for this evening. Personal business.
Sign out on the register in Sergeant Smiley's office, and kindly be back on the post by midnight.
Thank you, sir.
Sergeant Magruder. At ease. I'm assigning you to the new officer, Second Lieutenant Caldwell. He's here for scouting duty. Comes from these parts.
It should help having a man who knows a Seminole.
Well, he knows them well enough. It's a question of how well he likes them. Seems that our new lieutenant isn't entirely convinced that our methods are correct in dealing with Osceola. Watch him closely. Report everything back to me. Sergeant Magruder, that's an order.
been so long.
5 years.
Well, let me look at you. Why didn't you let me know?
Well, I brought you the letter I wrote. My horse is faster than the mails. No, don't bother to read it. It just says I'm arriving and that I feel the same way about you as I always did.
Mr. Lance, you have grown up, and you are a soldier, like always you wanted to be. I remember you and little John running around shooting toy guns.
Mattie Sue, why don't you run along and fix the lieutenant some supper?
No, thanks. I had a bite at the fort.
Well, then, why don't you just run along? You were at Fort King today?
I've just been stationed there. Looks like you're going to put up with me from now on.
But Fort King is only a small infantry garrison. What do they want with another officer?
It was a small garrison, but no more. If the Seminoles don't obey the proclamation to move west by the end of the month, the Army's going in after them.
But the Seminoles are our friends.
That's what I told the Major. It isn't the people, Revere, it's their leader. A chief named Osceola. Seems he fills them with lies, doesn't want to lose power. Well, I'm certainly a dashing young officer. Been here all this time, and all I do is talk about the Army. That's not being very romantic. You're quite a woman now, Revere.
You grew up fast living alone.
Living alone changed you? Have you different ideas about things, about us? Well, have you?
It was a good childhood, wasn't it, Lance? We were really happy then.
The three of us? Tell me what happened, Revere. I think you know.
About John? He just disappeared, that's all.
But why? It doesn't make sense. For years, we had dreamed of getting our appointments to the academy. It was our greatest wish. Then when the day comes, he doesn't show up. Why?
John was different from us. We both knew that from the very beginning. He always seemed to think more deeply. I'm sure he had a very good reason for leaving the way he did.
I've tried to make myself believe that it was his family, his background. Perhaps he felt he would have been discriminated against.
No, Lance. John was proud his mother was an Indian.
Then he would have been proud to have been the first Indian admitted to West Point. Why wouldn't he have been proud of that?
Sometime we might know. But you have to stop worrying about it.
How can you stop worrying when you've lost your best friend? Maybe something even more important. You've got a lot of nerve pulling you like that. Like I'd seen you only yesterday.
Give it time. I want to get to know you again.
You know, Revere, I think I'll have the bite of supper after all. I had quite a day.
Mattie Sue? Mattie Sue! Mr. Lance hasn't changed a bit. He's hungry. It's good to have you home, Lance. When will I see you again?
Every time I get a minute off duty. I had a lot of things to say that somehow I didn't get to say. But I'm still thinking about them. Well, thanks.
Good night, Lance.
Good night, Revere.
have you come?
Peace, O warrior Kajak. Kaluk, I've come to see your chief.
It is unwise for you to be here now.
I bring him a most important message.
I do not trust you.
Silence your tongue, young one. He has been in council with his chiefs. Come, we will find him.
Meko, Hanako!
You've broken your promise. It was agreed you would come only when sent for.
John, I couldn't wait until then. I broke my word because I brought important news of the army.
The army, they grow weary of all this. As I've told my chiefs, soon the officers and the men will move to the west.
No, John. They're getting ready to come after you.
How do you know this?
I spoke to one of the officers. His name was Lance Caldwell.
Onhoi Kistka?
Haji. You are prepared to meet the Cherokee renegades?
Asiakista. Home can I yes.
Speak English. Miss Muldoon is our friend.
We leave within the hour to meet the Cherokee renegades.
Soon we will have guns enough to drive the military from our land.
And live forever in disgrace.
I do not understand. This meeting was your wish.
It was my wish to keep our people free. So for the guns we received, the renegades were promised hiding in our swamps. There was no choice then.
And now?
Miss Muldoon has brought me news. A man I have known all my life is now among the officers at the fort. I trust in him. I will ask him to meet me and hold council.
Let us get the guns first, then hold council.
What is it you want?
Meet the renegades as planned. But make no bargain at this time. Miss Muldoon will return to the fort and seek out my friend.
And if this friend will not listen?
Then it will be time for guns. Soon the rains will come. If there is no peace, we must remain in the swamps. Let us not deceive ourselves. The goods we have stolen is not enough. Many will die. We must take this chance.
I say fight.
You are our chosen leader. You say there is hope. I will heed your word.
You will remain in the village.
I go with my father.
Onimeko Tomas!
You will stay, my son. To look for peace is unwise when hate blinds the eyes. The rashness of the young is not needed.
Yes, father.
Come.
Kaluk. Kaluk. Avoid the military. There must be no more bloodshed till all chance of a truce is gone.
As you say.
You will rest till dawn and my warriors will take you back. Go to him immediately and reveal my identity. Reveal. Lance will talk to me, huh?
I'm sure he will, John. planned to have this evening with you. Let's not waste any of it. What is it, John?
I was thinking about Lance. Revere, the dream is over. Lance is back. You belong to him.
I belong to you, John.
Revere, I don't have to tell you how I feel. But Lance is good. He's accomplished much. He's an officer in the army. And he's white like you.
And you're half Indian, the leader of a struggling tribe. You also could have been an officer, but you decided your place was here, to help your people.
And if I fail, are you prepared to live in a muddy Indian village as my squaw?
But it doesn't have to be that way. Not if there's peace.
Will your people accept me in their society as your husband? Revere, I'm thinking of your future. You and Lance have the same way of life. Give him a chance to show you his world again before you decide.
All right, John. We'll wait.
No, Revere. It's I who will do the waiting.
Spotted some of them, Lieutenant. More than we could handle. I left half there while I came after you. Glad you got here, Lieutenant.
What happened?
They must have spotted me, so I opened fire. I got one of them, and 3 others got away.
4 against 1, and they ran?
Yes, sir.
All right, soldier, what really happened?
It's like I said, sir.
There were 4 of them against you, and you didn't have a chance, and this man was shot in the back.
Oh, I thought they saw me. I swear I did. Then they got ready to move, and I shot at them.
In the back? How'd you get him in the back?
Excuse me, Lieutenant. This is a jumpy business. He's just a kid.
They saw you and were leaving without a fight. Isn't that right?
I don't know, sir. I can't remember.
They were leaving you without a fight. You got panicky and shot one of them. The rest of them ran. Isn't that what happened?
Yes, sir. That is what happened.
All right, get back with the men.
Yes, sir.
I might have done the same thing, Lieutenant. It could have been a trap.
There's more to it than that. This man's a chief. You can tell by his clothes.
Maybe it's Osceola.
The drums will send a message for my scout to meet you. He will give you one of our horses. Ride swiftly with my message. The rest is up to Lance.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Caldwell, I've been waiting to talk to you about that incident today. I've read your report, and there are 1 or 2 questions I'd like to ask.
Yes, sir.
Why, Mr. Caldwell? Why, in your opinion, are the Seminoles stalling? Tell me that.
Because, as I told you before, sir, they are not warlike.
Ah,
I believe they're waiting for a chance to settle this whole affair peacefully.
So that's why you ramrodded a man for doing his duty. Though I heard all about your attitude toward Trooper Taft.
He admitted the Indians didn't want to fight. They were having a powwow. They knew he was there and outnumbered him, but refused to fight. Surely that's indicative of how they felt.
And is stealing food and horses indicative of how they felt? Mr. Caldwell, you were sent to me for scouting duty. That means you get me information. You do not tell me why or how to fight. Moreover, sir, I will not have any trooper in my command taken to task for killing hostiles. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good day, Mr. Caldwell. Sergeant Smiley. Yes. Bring your notebook. Officers call tonight, 8 o'clock. Come here. Take this down. To the Adjutant General. Subject: Second Lieutenant Lance Caldwell. Conduct of. I've called this council, gentlemen, because the time has come to plan a more definite campaign against the Seminoles. The findings of a patrol action this morning have convinced me that Osceola, at this moment, has neither the warriors nor the weapons to sustain a long campaign. I have therefore decided to move against him with a small detachment immediately. As Osceola sits in his village, he looks on his swamps and his Everglades as his silent defenders. He's convinced we can't get through to him. Well, gentlemen, that's exactly what I want him to think. Because a surprise attack now and his capture will completely disorganize the Seminoles before the other tribes and the renegades can join them. Now, some of you gentlemen are still unacquainted with this territory. Our newly appointed dragoon officer, Mr. Caldwell, has lived in Florida, gentlemen. He'll acquaint you with the local geography. Those officers who don't accompany me tomorrow can use this information on future expeditions. Mr. Caldwell, please.
If I may suggest, sir, a meeting later with the Major.
Mr. Caldwell, I hold these meetings for all my officers. What you can say to me, you can say to them.
Very well, sir. I respectfully request the Major countermand his order to march on the Seminoles. I believe it extremely hazardous for men to penetrate the Everglades this time of the year. I also believe the men need special drilling for swamp fighting.
Mr. Caldwell, just one question, if you please. When you say extremely hazardous, do you mean impossible?
No, sir.
That's all? Personnel roster for this detail will be posted on the bulletin board. Boots and saddles at 6 a.m., provisions and supplies for 7 days. Gentlemen, you're excused. Mr. Caldwell, would you kindly remain? Now then, sir, just what did you have in mind when you made that play?
I asked the Major for a private hearing.
And I asked the lieutenant by what authority he dares suggest I countermand my orders.
Within a short time, the rains will come and the Seminoles will be forced to move to higher ground. It'll be simple to get them then.
And within a short time, they can accumulate enough arms and ammunition to make this an endless campaign rather than a protective measure.
By your own words, sir, I thought it my duty to advise you.
And by your own words, it's not impossible to enter that jungle and to get Osceola. It'll be a tactical surprise, a calculated risk. You just tell me how to get there and I'll do the rest. Mr. Caldwell, will you kindly prepare the route sketch at your convenience? I'll send for it within the hour.
Come in.
Major's compliments, sir. I've come for the sketch.
There you are, Sergeant. Sergeant, at ease. You been with the Major long?
10 years, sir. Was that his side through the whole Creek expedition?
Major's got a fine record. You must be proud to serve with him.
I am, sir. He's a good officer. As a matter of fact, Lieutenant, for the past 3 years, he's been expecting a lieutenant colonelcy. So you've got to be a little patient with him.
I understand.
Lieutenant, in the Creek expedition, we had an officer. Oh, not a West Point man, but an officer. He got some gold for telling the Redskins our plans. We lost a lot of good men before we tagged him.
So you think I got him worried?
He's trying to stop a war, sir. You've got to admit you've given him cause for alarm.
Maybe so.
Of course, I'll swear we never had this talk. Good night, sir.
Warm column?
Right forward, toes right. Hold! Corporal of the Guard, stranger approaching. Who goes there?
My name is Muldoon. I have to see Lieutenant Caldwell immediately.
I'm afraid you missed him, ma'am. His outfit took off a good hour ago.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Well, it's hard to say. I wouldn't figure on overtaking him either. Your horse looks tuckered. Say, aren't you the lady who runs the trading post?
Yes, I am.
I suggest you go there. I'll tell the lieutenant you want to see him as soon as he comes back.
Please do. It's most important.
Go find the duty officer. Tell him one of our stolen horses has shown up, and there wasn't an engine in the saddle.
Flank! Halt! Halt!
Sergeant Magruder, front.
Sergeant Magruder! Front!
Yes, sir.
Picket the horses with 2 men. Then put the necessary men on that wagon.
To do what, sir?
To pull it, Sergeant Magruder. I intend to get those supplies and that gun through. I can control the noises of the men, but not the noises of the animals. Dismount and reform.
Prepare to dismount! Dismount!
Actually, there's no reason for me to explain my desires. Nevertheless, I choose to do so. I shall contact the savages with this small detachment because I propose to overcome them through surprise rather than by sheer weight of numbers. From this point forward, no man will speak above a whisper. That is my command. Mr. Caldwell, kindly move the men out.
Yes, sir.
Forward!
Thank you, Mr. Caldwell.
Badly broken, Major.
Get him on the wagon. Let's proceed, Mr. Caldwell.
Do you know something? All spit and polish is beginning to get me ambitious.
You ambitious? What are you talking about?
Yeah. This is the first time in my whole life I ever wanted to be a commissioned officer.
How is he, Mr. Caldwell?
He's running quite a fever, sir.
Major?
Yes, Corporal?
I sure am sorry I yelled like that. I didn't know what I was doing or nothing.
It's all right, son. Mr. Caldwell, will you kindly impress on the men that any further accident cases that we have to take care of may endanger the safety of this entire operation? Sergeant Magruder?
Yes, sir.
When the men have cleaned their equipment to your satisfaction, will you kindly see that they're fed and bedded down comfortably?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Sergeant, please tell the men I'm well pleased with them.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Caldwell.
Yes, sir.
How long will it take us to reach the Seminole village?
At the rate we're moving, sir, I think...
How long, Mr. Caldwell?
Another day, sir, at the most.
You see, Mr. Caldwell, so far this march has progressed precisely according to my plan. Realize, sir, that Indians in the swamps are no different from Indians in the woods. And I'm an old hand at killing them.
Major. May I suggest the men be allowed to loosen their collars?
You know the regulations, Mr. Caldwell.
Quicksand!
I want that cannon. Get me that cannon.
Throw me that drag rope.
Get him. Pull him up.
Watch his arm. Be careful, his arm. Is he alive?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Caldwell. My specific orders were to save that cannon.
Thought it more important to save a man's life, sir.
And jeopardize 20 others? That's bad odds, Lieutenant. That weapon was our best protection. Very well. We have jungle to cover. Form up the detachment and prepare to move out.
Ready, sir.
Rest.
It's been tearing your insides to have to go after these Indians. I can see it getting worse every mile.
All I asked was a chance to settle it peacefully.
That's what we'd all like, Lieutenant. Well, nearly all of us.
I've been on a lot of campaigns, but this is the toughest.
Yeah.
One thing, though, we got our choice of how we can die. Drowning or sweating or Indians.
Who said we're gonna be lucky enough to even see any Indians?
This man's crazy with fever. Bind him and gag him. Gag him. Sir, with fever, I'm well aware of that, Mr. Caldwell. Gag him. How do you fight a swamp? Mr. Caldwell. Mr. Caldwell. It isn't far now.
No, sir.
We'll put out scouts. Magruder. Magruder, Magruder.
Magruder?
Magruder. Scouts out. You. Take somebody with you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Caldwell. Please have the men clean their weapons.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Caldwell. Please sit down. if I may. Before we meet the savages, how sharp is your blade? Major. We found them, Major. They were having some sort of powwow.
There's no denying, Major. They were there as big as life.
Very well. Mr. Caldwell, shall we have a look at the enemy? What do you make of it, Mr. Caldwell?
It isn't a war dance. More like a big feast. I'm pretty sure they don't know we're here.
I'm positive they don't. We'll wait till they bed down. Then we'll go in and wipe them out once and for all. Be on our way home by dawn.
Ready, sir.
Good. Good.
What about the corporal, sir?
We'll pick him up after the skirmish. Reload!
They've run away. They've run away. Why don't you come back and fight? Why don't you?
Saving him. He's saving the lieutenant.
Good for him. Now let's get. There's a few of us left need saving too.
You are the chief. Osceola. You are Osceola.
Lie still, Lieutenant. The leaves in the mud will draw the poison from your wounds.
Why have I been spared?
I asked the same question. Why?
Perhaps as a hostage.
Or perhaps because my mighty chief's white blood still runs free within him. Why was this man saved?
I am your leader. No explanation is due you.
It was because of the trust in this soldier that my father was killed. I seek revenge.
If my actions offend my people, I'll answer to the council. Now go! How do you feel, Lance?
John. Why didn't you let me die with my men? Like a soldier.
I don't know. I don't know why I didn't kill you. The blood of my people is on your hands. You're responsible for this massacre.
Massacre?
Yes, I only sought peace. Your soldiers made the first move. Did you expect me to hold my warriors back after the slaughter you intended? Why didn't you listen to Revere?
Revere?
She left here to seek you out, to tell you of my plan for peace.
I saw her only once. She told me nothing. John. You and Revere.
Who knows? Who knows anything? Rest, Lance, we'll talk later.
Go right in, sir.
The report's no good, Captain. No good.
But it's an increased efficiency rating for all troops. These men have worked hard, Major.
Not hard enough. Double the drill time.
Major, you never used to do things this way.
Double the drill time, Captain.
Yes, sir.
That's all, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Miss Muldoon?
Yes.
Please. Miss Muldoon, I have here a copy of a letter I sent to the War Department before making a recent expedition. Parts of it should interest you. Lieutenant Lance Caldwell has shown an antagonistic attitude toward this command and has on several occasions been reprimanded for his outspoken opinions regarding what he terms unfair treatment of the Seminoles. The letter further states that Lieutenant Caldwell was seen in the company of one Revere Muldoon. Scouts' reports inform me that Miss Muldoon has visited the camp of Osceola. Is this true, Miss Muldoon?
I have no idea what this is all about.
When you came here for Lieutenant Caldwell, the horse you rode was one of ours, stolen by the Seminoles. Do you have any comment to make on that, Miss Muldoon?
Major, I've been brought here without any explanation. I want to know now what this is all about.
I suspect Lieutenant Caldwell and you of dealing with the enemy.
That's absurd.
Sit down. Sergeant Magruder. Sergeant, this is Miss Muldoon.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Tell her about Lieutenant Caldwell.
The lieutenant was with us on an expedition where we were practically wiped out by the Seminole. The major here, Trooper Scott, and myself are the only ones lucky enough to get away alive.
And Lieutenant Caldwell?
Well, the funny thing, Mal, even before we started, the lieutenant seemed to be...
Facts.
He's all right, Mal, I guess. Well, he got hit while he's covering our escape. But they spared him. The last I seen, they were carrying him off.
What about the others, Magruder? Did they spare any of the others?
No, sir. It's like I've told you. He was the only one. Ma'am?
Miss Muldoon, a military commander must change his tactics to fit the military situation. I have now decided to settle this entire Seminole affair, man to man, peacefully with Osceola. You're the only one who can get through to the Seminole village. Go there. If you and Lieutenant Caldwell can persuade Osceola to come in here under a flag of truce, it would go far to allay my suspicions of your loyalty.
And what will happen to Osceola?
Miss Muldoon, I said under a flag of truce.
If I refuse, what will this mean to you? More troops arriving at Fort King? Perhaps a change in command?
Perhaps. Perhaps the destruction of my entire career as a soldier. But if that happens, Miss Muldoon, it'll mean prison for you and a court-martial for your Lieutenant Caldwell. When can you find it convenient to leave?
I'll leave in the morning.
I'll make all the necessary arrangements.
John, I'm sorry I failed you.
There's been much bloodshed, many deaths.
But I bring news of the army. They've made an offer of peace.
Peace.
John, I know Lance is here. I must talk to both of you.
He sits in my hut. The wounds are healing, but not the hurt. Revere, I've told him everything.
I'll go to him.
I'll come presently. It's best to spend the first moments alone.
Lance.
Hello, Revere.
It's good to see you're getting well.
I thought my injuries might work out for yours and John's convenience. I should have died.
There were some things I felt that time alone would work out.
He told me you were sent to warn me. What happened, Revere?
I missed you by less than an hour.
All right. It's done. There's nothing more to say.
Lance. The Army knows you're alive.
The Army? How could they?
Sergeant Magruder, Scott, and the Major escaped. The Sergeant saw them save you.
So they think I'm a traitor. I told you I'd be better off dead.
No man is better off dead, my friend.
Lance, listen to me. The Major wants to end all of this fighting. That's why I came. He asked you to bring John in under a flag of truce to talk things over.
Talk things over?
Don't you see? You've got to go back.
It's time you face realities, Lance.
Too much has happened. I don't believe there can be peace.
But I must believe there's a chance for peace. For both our peoples. We'll go back. My people, there is much bitterness between us and the white man. It cannot easily be forgotten. Yet they send word there is still a chance for peace. We will again try to clasp their hands in friendship.
Their hands are filled with weapons to deceive us, as they have done before.
I have the word of the leader. I will go to Fort King. Pray that it all turns out well.
I'm Lieutenant Hamilton. The Major's compliments, sir. When you've changed your uniform, please report to his office. The Chief will come with me.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You'll be all right, Chad.
At your pleasure, Lieutenant.
That Indian Osceola. They beat him up and threw him in the pit.
Osceola in the pit? By whose order? Deegan's? All right, soldier, out of the way.
Majors,
Open it up. I said open it up! Get that ladder in here. What have they done to you?
They wanted me to sign a paper for the surrender of my people without terms. I refused.
Are you hurt bad?
I think so, Lance.
John, do you think I betrayed you?
What's the difference who betrayed me? Your Major's a fool, Lance. This will only make my people more determined for war.
Just a minute, sir. You have to be Major Deegan.
Customary for junior officers to be announced on this post.
I brought Osceola here under a flag of truce.
You will address your remarks to me in a tone of civility.
You baited a trap by sending a girl into the Everglades.
Osceola violated that truce. I gave him a chance for peace and he refused.
He refused your treaty because you showed him no hope.
May I remind you that a whole patrol of men was wiped out? I suffered a disaster at the hands of this Osceola, the first disaster of my career. Now he becomes my prisoner.
You've lost all sense of honor and decency.
Your sense of honor and decency is not shared by this command. Good day, sir.
Osceola came because of his faith in me. He will leave the same way he came, with full dignity.
Good day, sir.
Show him the middle road and he'll accept.
I'll show him nothing. May I remind you that this is the territory of the United States and I am charged with its protection. Now get out of here before I have you thrown in irons.
I've seen you slowly turn your sense of duty into a hate no sane man could endure. I've seen you blame a whole race of people for a defeat you brought upon yourself. And now this. Release Osceola.
Get out that door.
I demand you release Osceola.
You demand! Orders, Mr. Second Lieutenant. Ever since you've come here, it's been orders. You're not fit to be an officer. Let me remind you once more, this is my command. And I intend to keep it any way I can.
You're sick, Major. Mighty sick. I know what you like. But I'm not gonna lay a hand to you. Now give that back. The only way you're gonna get that off my shoulder is through a court-martial.
Very well. I'll give it to you. And I'll also give you your court-martial. Sergeant Smiley!
Oh, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Caldwell? Sorry, Lieutenant. Major's orders. I don't know what it's all about, but you're confined to your quarters.
The rain. Started.
Come on, Lieutenant. Let's get inside.
Kajak.
We have waited long enough. Again, the white man has told us lies.
Kajak, I'm your leader.
I am not a leader. I hear not the words of a man who failed us.
Listen to me, Kajak.
Better make it fast. I don't think Osceola will be alive in the morning.
Who's on guard duty out there?
Don't worry, it's all fixed.
You must believe, you must have faith.
Words killed my father and destroyed you. Look at you. They will not destroy my people. I wait no more. Kajak!
Lieutenant, I thought you was in confinement. That Injun knifed the guard?
No, Sergeant. Osceola's dead.
I hope you know what you're saying, Lieutenant, because that leaves just you.
Just me. Gentlemen, everything I have told you is the truth.
Lieutenant Caldwell, this court is ordered to provide you with a fair and impartial trial. You offer this court very little for consideration.
I know, sir.
You say that this Indian killed the sentry to gain entrance to the pit and do away with Osceola?
Yes, sir.
But we're led to believe that Osceola was loved and respected by his people. The surgeon's report states that Osceola died from drowning. How then do you account for this Seminole not killing him?
I was struggling with the Indian, trying to protect the chief.
A statement of the sergeant of the guard who found you declares there was no sign of an Indian upon his arrival. Isn't there any way that you can produce this Indian?
No, sir. No way. That's why I have no evidence. I stand on what I've told you, nothing more.
Major Deacon, did you prefer the charges against Lieutenant Caldwell?
When it became clear to me that Lieutenant Caldwell's violations of soldierly conduct included murder and treason itself, it became my obvious duty to call it to the attention of the War Department.
The letter in my hand is a copy of the one sent by Major Deacon to Washington. It contains a report of Lieutenant Caldwell's unauthorized actions. Did anything happen prior to the sending of the letter that might have motivated the Major's actions?
Yes, sir. Before he called me in, the Major had the lieutenant in the office. The Major called him down for taking a trooper to task on patrol. Something about the lieutenant telling his men not to kill them Indians.
Can you testify that Lieutenant Caldwell was dealing with the enemy?
Well, sir, that's a difficult question.
Answer yes or no. Well, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You were sergeant of the guard the night the sentry was killed?
Yes, sir.
How was he killed?
He was knifed through the back twice.
Did you recover that knife?
Yes, sir, a short time later. We found it in the pit with Lieutenant Caldwell.
That's all, Sergeant. The prosecution rests.
Well, gentlemen, we will reach a decision. You will write your verdict on these slips of paper. Guilty or not guilty. The accused will rise and step forward. Mr. Caldwell, this court finds you guilty. You will face a firing squad and be shot to death.
We're ready for you, Mr. Caldwell.
Allow me, sir.
Well?
Gage!
That won't be necessary.
Proceed with the execution.
Ready! Aim! Sentries!
The fort is surrounded, so my voice will be heard. I come through the gate. Drop your swords. I come for the body of Osceola, and to speak to the highest one in command.
I'm in command. Speak.
I am Kajak, leader of the Seminoles. The white woman Muldoon came to my camp. She spoke to me of this officer. It was I who killed the sentry. I wish to do away with Osceola. He was blinded and made weak by your promises and treachery. A chief must be strong. Strong enough to face the enemy in his own camp, without fear or faith in any false white flags that flutter within the wind.
Mr. Caldwell.
Yes, sir.
Is this the warrior of whom you spoke?
Yes, sir.
Kajak, why do you come to us with this admission of guilt?
We Seminoles are proud people. No man, white or red, shall carry my burden. Now we take our leader home.
Take your chief. And when time has healed the wound, perhaps we can talk again. In my official capacity, I shall see the charges against you are dismissed. And be assured, I will personally investigate Major Deegan's testimony in this case.
Thank you, sir.
That is good.
The highway sucks. Detachment, 10, hut! Well, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
Perhaps we see the beginning of a new way of life.
I hope so, sir. I know these people well, and I really believe they'd like to live with us in peace.
Dismiss detachment. Detachment. Dismiss!
He was a great man. He loved his people.
He loved all people, Lance. That's what made him great.